we learn today?
Well, the big thing is Joe is back.
Yeah.
And that made it for me because it stimulates everything around here. And he pointed out those guys started out by paddling upstream, man. So I'd have got off that project right away. Not my kind of thing. I'd be on shore, like trekking along, walking with you, and if there were any downhill parts of the river, I would jump in the canoe and take a little ride with you. But it's funny because all that wild stuff jogged me into a thing from my book, which is now coming down the back stretch. I hate to sound like I'm plugging it, but I like it. It's called Quien Blanking Sabe. And one of the pages is a poem in there by one of the characters, Alice in Wonderland. She's a nice little space cadet kind of chick. And all I want to read is the third stanza of her poem, Isn't That Wild?, in honor of Joe. Go with the flow, be like the water. It fits in any place, just like it oughta. Water always finds its way from down your toilet to Santa Monica Bay. That's how you have to do with life, and that's as important as a good sharp knife. The moment, the year, the eon, all fade away. Isn't that wild? Give me a big blank and A. And then there's a couple of other poems, a couple of other things to go with it, but that's where he put me, going with the flow. It's what I call the universal galactic vibe. Yeah, baby, I've been with that since 1969 on a conscious level, and before that I kind of was intuitive. But anyway, brain cells growing. Didn't Dr. Allen make me happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can grow them babies. I always talk to my brain and my body. I say heal and stuff like that, and it should listen to me because...
Heal, H-E-A-L, or heal like a dog?
H-E-A-L, man. None of that order stuff with me. I ain't into that authority trip, even with my own bod. Anyway, what a great tune for Doc's outro. That one that Owen slipped in there after the Doc talked. Rock therapy. I got to get that. I got to check iTunes on that. And Odd City knocked me out today.
Yeah.
Apparatus and the full trip. And then you got down with Caitlin. Old people working. Wonderful. They've heard it all before, man. But she used to talk about like you'd be making the things in the factory and you'd get in the zone. When I worked in the mill up in Vermont for a couple of years, we used to get in the zone out in the parking lot. And then you were already there.
Any help with it? Any help?
I got to tell you, them knitting machines, when they're all humming good and the 70 bobbins ain't breaking nails and they're just humming, it's a nice feeling, man. You can do a lot of thinking and a lot of writing that you can put down later. And I'm happy to know how to pronounce Gandhi. All he ever was when I was growing up in my neighborhood was Mahatma Gandhi. Hey, Mahatma Gandhi, man. And now I know more about him. That guy was wonderful. Well, everybody was wonderful that you had on. It was just a great show.
The only one who can follow you would be Ron Van Wormer. He's going to come in and play music for you all afternoon and keep you company. So keep the dial tuned here to Radio Woodstock.
Yeah.
And thanks to Joe Raiola, Owen Swenson for pushing all the right buttons, Katrin Lynch with retirement on the line, James W. Douglas, Gandhi and the Unspeakable, Dr. Alan Sachs, Google Mountain View Studios or Family of Woodstock and get to his talk on food in the brain. Have a good week, everybody.
Happy Father's Day, you mothers!